Hi, I'm Lisa Michelle, and I want to show you in this video how you can create a medium content coloring book. So if you're just making regular coloring books and you just want a way to maybe add a little bit more to it without it being a full activity book, I'm going to show you how you can maybe do that. So I already know what kind of book I want to create. It is a coloring book, but I just want to walk you through, how I, came to create this type of book. So the first thing I did was I went to BookBolt, and under research, I went to cloud, and I wanted to get an idea of a book that was actually selling well. So I went right here, and you can just look for books that are selling in different categories based on the bestseller rank or the price range. So I wanted to know what were the best selling coloring books. So I moved this BSR rate. I can't talk today. I moved this BSR range down to about 80,000. Okay. This way I know that these books are selling pretty well every month. All right. I just hit search just to get an idea of the type of coloring book that will come up. And I put calendar here. Let's make this coloring book and then do the search again. And the bestseller rank, the BSR just tells you, how well a particular book is selling. And the closer this number is to 0, the more it's actually selling. So you want a low number. I didn't pick these books because I saw that they were all created by the same author, Q2U. And I'm not sure whether or not this is a famous author or not, but I just didn't want to compete because they're all doing really well. And even in the title, it has Cozy Spaces Coloring. So it just gave me the impression that that's like maybe a well-known coloring book that I didn't want to compete with. So these are the adult swear words coloring book. And just because of the type of activity / medium content book I wanted to create, like a stress relief, I mean, I guess that could work, but I'm trying to create a coloring book for children. So I just went looking through here and, just to find something, mindfulness patterns. No, didn't want to do that. I didn't want to just have patterns. Again, mindfulness coloring. So they're doing well. So if you're looking for a niche idea, you need some ideas, these may work for you. But for the type of book I wanted to create, those just weren't the right ones. So I came down to this one, and I thought maybe I would do like a unicorn mermaid princess book, but still it didn't really fit. So I saw this one, the butterflies, rainbows, and flowers, and decided to do this one. And the reason why is for this book, I want to have on different pages, different types of, either animals or like this one, maybe different types of flowers. And then have like a question and an answer on each page in addition to the actual item that they're going to be able to color. And I'll show you what I mean. So knowing that I wanted to do maybe a butterfly coloring book or maybe a flower coloring book, I went to Amazon and just put in butterfly coloring book for kids. Okay. Just to get an idea of how they're actually selling and whether or not this is actually a good niche. So what you're seeing here is a Titan's Quick View Chrome extension, which is free. So if you just Google, Google Chrome extensions and go into that little kind of a store, you can just search for Titan's Quick View and download that on your computer. Now, I also do have a publishing Titan's account, so I'm not sure if this gives me any like additional advantages, but the Chrome extension itself is free. So it's worth it to just go ahead and download it and give it a shot. And it gives you scores based on demand and opportunity. And both of these numbers go from 0 to 9. So this showing these both as green shows that a butterfly coloring book for kids may be a good idea, a good niche to go into. Not a lot of competition, only 975 books come up under that search. So that's why I decided to go ahead and go for it. And then just scrolling down, just looking to see, what types of books are already out there. These are all, I believe, just coloring books. When I looked at it the first time, I didn't really see, a bunch of activity books. So I'm pretty sure they're just coloring pages. So knowing that, I went over to Canva to go ahead and start to create, the book, right? So let me see down here, you can see that I started to do this video yesterday, and something happened where it didn't record. So I'm starting over. So I just kind of want to use the same size page, so I don't have to size it over again. So I'm just going to use this, and it's going to be an 8.5 by 11 book. So this is formatted for that size. And actually, let me just start over just so you can kind of see how I did the page. I just want to get the file size again, just to be on the safe side. Okay, it's 8.625 by 1125. Okay, 8.625 by 1125. So it's going to go over to create a design, custom design. Make sure it's under inches. And my mouse is acting really weird. Okay, and create design. I'm just going to format the pages first, and then I'll show you how I'm going to create these pages. All right, hold on. All right, so the first thing I want to do is create a border. So I'm going to go over to Elements and just look for a box. And I'm just going to do it. I'm not actually just going to measure out the margins. It's just to give you an idea how I'm doing these pages. You can decide whether you want to do a border at all, or how much you want to, how much space you want to leave all around. Okay, so I'm just going to do this and make sure it's in the middle, and then just do the border weight, maybe 4 or 5, and then just make the color transparent. All right, so now we've got the border, and I'm going to lock it because I tend to have this move around. Okay, if you lock it, this this is not going anywhere. Then I'm going to text, and I'm going to add a few text boxes. And the first one will be the butterfly type, and I'm going to make this 30. So at the top of each page, it'll have the name of whatever butterfly they'll be coloring in. Okay, so put this up top, and then I want 3 more of these. This goes out here. I'll explain what each one's for in a second. This one is going to be the butterfly name, but I want it spelled out phonetically. And then here, I just want to have a trivia question, and then the answer. So I'm giving it space because when this populates, I don't know how much space it's going to need. And it's hard to really explain what I'm talking about without you seeing what I'm going to do. But I want to give it space here, right? Because I want to have an answer here. And if I make this box too small, it just won't fit properly. All right. So this one, I'm going to change the font to something. You can change it to whatever font you think is appropriate for your age group and for the type of book. But for the sake of this video, I don't want that one. Nah. I'll just do this one up here. Wait, see. Lolita. Okay, I'll do that one. But then I just do want to use the effects to just make this hollow, so that it's just something else they can type. I'll make it a little bit bigger. Actually, I'm going to move these down a little bit. Just a little. And I'm going to make this one 25. And this one 20. Or 22 maybe. And make this one 22. Okay. And you can, of course, change the font to make it a little bit nicer. But you know, you don't have to. All right. So I'm just going to leave it like that for now. All right. So I've got the type. It's going to be the butterfly type, or the butterfly name. It'll have the phonetic spelling. There'll be a question about that particular butterfly. And then the answer will go down here. All right. And so I don't have to recenter it on each page. Sometimes you still do, but I at least want to try to start out with it being centered. All right. Okay. And if you just want a video showing you how you create a regular coloring book, I'll leave a link to that video right here. Okay, so now I have my page formatted. What I'm going to do now is go to ChatGPT. I'm going to show you the prompt that I put in and then I'm going to use. Okay. The first one was, give me the elements typically found at the beginning of a children's coloring book. So if you're not sure what pages to put in the beginning of your book, you can just put that prompt in. And I'll put these prompts in the description box below so that you can maybe copy them for yourself and use them. So if you can do a cover page, title page, copyright page, dedication page, maybe table of contents, an introduction or welcome page, a how to use this book section, contact information. All these things are good ideas if you're doing a medium content book, an activity book. It just adds something to the book that makes it more professional. All right, so when I do the book, and I'm not going to do the whole book in this video, I would add some of these pages, maybe not all of them, but some of them to the beginning of the book. All right, the next prompt I put in was, give me information on 30 unique butterflies. I need the butterfly name phonetically spelled, a butterfly related trivia question, and an answer. The information should be for children between 4 to 8 years old. And also I want to ask for a prompt that I can use to actually create the coloring page with no background, no colors. And also I asked for the information in a table, okay, with headings. And the reason I did that is because I'm going to go into Canva and use the Bulk Create app and add all this information. So this is how you do that. So we're back in my book. I'm going to go to apps and then look for Bulk Create. And there it is. All right, so now I'm going to go back here and copy and paste everything, including the heading. Don't forget the heading. And then just copy all of it. Now you don't have to do this for butterflies. You can do this for anything. It can be for any type of journal. And you can do these for your prompts. All right, and then you want to right click and paste everything starting at the very uppermost row. And you see the name, the phonetic spelling, the trivia question, and the answer. And that's all I really need for now. So I'm going to click on done. So now what I have to do is just connect these fields with these over here, with those. So you go to the first one and click on connect data. And this is the butterfly name. For this one, connect data, phonetic spelling. Connect data, trivia question, and then connect data, trivia answer. So you want to make sure that this is right. Trivia question, trivia answer. Then you want to click on continue and then click on generate 30 designs. And it'll just take a few seconds. Okay, so now you can see down here you've got 30 pages. Let's see how they look. All right, so now you can see for each one, you've got a type of butterfly, got the phonetic spelling, just like a trivia question, and then you've got the answer. This is why I was saying you need to leave space here, because you don't know how long. I mean, I couldn't have named 30 different types of butterflies. I didn't know how long the name would be or how long the phonetic spelling would be. All right, so you want to always drag this box out to the end. If I had made this box like really small, it would have been overlapping. It would have been this way, and I didn't want it to look like that. Yeah, so just, make sure you give it room. All right, so now that we have our 30 pages, the next thing I want to do is use the prompt. Remember, I asked for a prompt to actually get a coloring page, right? So let's just see how this is going to work out. Let's start with the first one, the monarch. So I'm just going to copy this prompt, go back up to my book. Now I'm going to go to apps, click on AI powered, and I'm going to try Magic Media. All right, and then I'm going to paste in my prompt. So a monarch butterfly with its wings open wide, showing the beautiful patterns with bold, thick black outlines. I don't want any colors showing. I don't want showing any patterns. So I'm going to cut this out and say no background colors with bold, thick. No. A monarch butterfly coloring page. Okay, and then click generate image and we'll see what we get. And Canva has a lot of different AI tools that you can try this out with, but it seems that Magic Media, this one just gave me the best results when I was trying it. So that's the one I'm going to use. And then you get 4 different options. Right, so what you would do is just click on it and drag it over into your coloring. Picked up my okay, and then you just drag it into your design. So you can make your the answer lower if you want the picture to be bigger. And then let's zoom in and see how. Okay, so the lines are pretty clean. All right, so see, this is just a way of just adding a little more content to your coloring pages, and it doesn't take a long time. What I would do is make this coloring book, like make the pages one-sided. So I would have this page, and then I would have blank pages probably in between. This way, when you're coloring on this page, it doesn't go through, because I do see negative reviews sometimes on Amazon, and people are complaining about the quality of the paper, that it's going through, bleeding through. So I think for this, I'm not sure if I'm going to really complete this book or not, but if I did, I would add pages in between. So, for example, maybe on the next page, you can just find some elements in, just using Canva and put them all together to create, something else. You can maybe go back to ChatGPT and just ask different questions about butterflies so you have other content to put in between. Or you could just do coloring pages like this and leave it. All right, so let me try a couple more and just see how these prompts work in Magic Media. We'll do the swallowtail butterfly. And then we'll put in this one, swallowtail butterfly. I mean, did you know that there were this many types of butterflies? I did not know. Coloring page resting with his wings spread, showing the tail on his side. Okay. This might work. The tails. Okay, let's try it. Let's try it. And I hope I put it in the right box. It doesn't give me another monarch butterfly. Okay, so I guess this is it. Showing hind. What is it? What's it? Tails. What is hind wings? Huh. All right, well, this one gives you the most, I guess, the color, because it's got the flowers behind it. So I don't know. So what do you think? I mean, do you see yourself using this technique for a coloring book? I mean, is this easy enough? Do you think? I think so. I mean, you could use it for like a motivational type coloring book, where you have different motivational phrases on each page using Procreate. You could do different types of animals. But yeah, I think that's nice. And then on these other pages, just maybe use BookBolt to create a maze or crossword puzzle with different terms related to a butterfly. So let's see. Give me 100 terms related to butterflies in one column. Put spaces in between each. Wait, okay, hold on. Separate into lists of 20 each, and put spaces in between each set of 20. The reason I did that is because if you're creating a crossword puzzle in BookBolt, you'll need to have everything in a column, and you will copy and paste this column into a CSV file. Then you would upload that CSV file into BookBolt, and it'll create a crossword puzzle for you. So you could definitely use this, and then in between your coloring pages, you could have crossword puzzles, and then you've got a book that's, you know, across niches. You've got, well, actually what I should have done is said, make the words appropriate for a 4 to 8 year old. I forgot to do that, because you always want to make sure that your book is going to be age appropriate. But you could have a coloring page, crossword puzzle book. You know what I mean? You can just add to it. You could have mazes on some of these pages. You could just create this border like that, and, you know, leave some of the pages just with the border. Now, you can't have too many blank pages in a row on Amazon, but you can have some of them blank. Just don't do them back to back. Yeah, don't do them back to back. But you could have some pages where it's just like, you know, draw your own butterfly. There's a lot of things you could do. So I hope that's helpful. Like I said, I will leave the prompt in the description box. I will leave that video to BookBolt showing you how you can create different puzzles and things like that. I'll leave that here. And if you have any questions, you'll leave them in the comments and I'll try to get to them. Or if you want to see me do this with a different type of journal or different type of coloring book or journal, let me know that also in the description, because I think it'll be fun to do that with a journal. Okay, so that's going to do it for me. And if you enjoyed this video showing you how to create for Amazon KDP, keep watching, and I'm sure you'll like one of these upcoming videos as well. And until next time, peace.